Hello guys, welcome to my channel. Today we are going to solve one easy problem on linked list, which is problem number 21 on lead code. So the problem description is like we have to merge two sorted linked list. So linked list, two input linked list will be received as a parameter, and then we have to merge those linked list, but those two linked lists are sorted, and we have to merge those two sorted linked lists so that output should also be a sorted one. Okay, so here in this example you can see 1 2 4 and 1 3 4. These are two linked lists. So if we merge these two linked lists via our function, then output should be like 1 1, then 2 3 4 4. So the output linked list is also sorted. So for this, let's see how we can solve it. So we can solve it via in place. If we take another linked list, then it will be space complexity wise mm, more space complexity wise, not such optimum solution if we create a separate linked list and then merge those two linked lists. So we'll try to solve it in place. So let's discuss the algorithm. So for this here, first step would be, this is the trickier one, creating a dummy node and create one last node which will point to dummy node. If we create this dummy node, then the solution becomes easy for us, because then we have to we don't have to bother about like whether we should take first node from the first linked list or from second linked list, and again we have to return the head node of that linked list. So to return the head node of linked list, we need something. Okay, and while merging the linked list, since it is singly linked list, so we have only the current node access, so we have to store the last node as well. So that's why the this creating dummy node is mm, a very tricky or very what we can say important step, if you want to make our solution bit easy to understand or bit easy to maintain. Without this dummy node also we can do, but it will make our life easier to solve this problem. So we will create one dummy node, and our last node will point to this dummy node, because once we complete the merging process, then we have to return the head of the newly formed linked list. So dummy next will be the head of the linked list. So dummy node will point, and we are start appending the node into this dummy node, but by maintaining the last node. So we are creating two nodes. One is dummy and other is last node. Okay. So last will point to dummy at the start. Okay. And dummy will be any node which will contain, let's say, int minimum as a value, because it is dummy, so it should have some dummy value. Since we are ascending order, using ascending order sorting, so probably it's better to have a int minimum as its value. Okay, but that value will not be taken into consideration in the further solution. So while we need one loop to traverse both the linked list, if the list one value is less, then we will consider the list one value in the output node. If the list two value is less, then we will consider list two value in the output node. Okay, so this while loop will run until any of the linked list is reached to null. Once any of the linked list is reached to null, then we have to just consider the other linked list. So if list one is valid, that means list one is not reached to null yet. So we will uh, uh, consider appending the list one as it is not reached to end. If list two is valid, that means it doesn't reach to null, then we will consider list two as a uh, consider for output remaining list 2. Okay, and then we will return the head of the linked list as a dummy next. So dummy next will be our first node in the linked list. Okay, so let's see, can we able to solve it on lead code. So we'll follow same algorithm here. So first we will create one dummy node, list node, list node star dummy equal to list node star dummy is equal to list node with value. We'll consider this constructor for constructing the node, which will be which will be int minimum. Okay, then we will consider current node or the last node, last is equal to dummy. Okay, so now we will traverse both the linked list. List 1, if list 1 not equal to null, and list 2 not equal to null, what we have to do, we have to traverse this linked list. If list 1 arrow val is less than or equal to list 2 arrow val, if this is the case, we have to consider list 1 into the our output node. Okay, so last arrow next will be list 1, correct? If it is not the case, then last arrow next will be list 2, correct? Last arrow next will be list 2, and then last is equal to last arrow next. Okay, so will will come out of this loop when we reach to the end of at least any one of the linked list. Okay, so we have to check, okay, which list is pending. If null not equal to list 1, that means list 1 is still valid, so we have to consider last arrow next is equal to list 1. Similarly, we have to check for list 2 as well. Last arrow next is equal to list 2, and then as the last step, as we discussed, return dummy arrow next. It will handle all the corner cases as well, because if list 1 is empty, still it will work. List 2 is empty, still it will work. If both are empty, still it will work. It will return null because dummy next will automatically initialize to null in the constructor. So dummy next will be null. So let's see, it passes sample test cases or not. Okay, so there is some list node star. Okay, list node, let's list node star. Okay, new. Mm, oh, time limit exceed. So let's see what happens to this. Are we miss anything? Yes, we haven't enhanced the last equal to last arrow next. Sorry, list 1 equal to list 1 arrow next, that we need to enhance them. Similarly, here in this case, we have to enhance list 2. Hopefully this will work. Yes, our solution got accepted. Now let's try to run all the test cases by submitting this input, submitting this code. Yes, our solution got accepted for all the test cases. So I will put the link of this solution, which I checked into my GitHub account. So please do check it out if you want to try it out on yourself. If you found this video useful, then like this video, share it to your friends, comment on it, and please consider subscribe to my channel. Happy coding. Thank you.